Big vibe, big vibe. I get along with, baby, you be my kid, cause he's my favorite. Big vibe, big vibe, such a fan. Big vibe, big vibe, big vibe. All the times when it's on, tell me what you wanna get, yeah, I'll eat it up. I can tell that you're eating up, bringing it back in the dream, making it back in the feeling. All the type of shit, I get along with it. It's me and my favorite. Big vibe. That's it, it's something special. I love all the time, so you're my soul. And that's that song. Something special. It's the night inside, don't realize he's special. He didn't know. He's special. It's easy, but he didn't know. He's didn't know. He's special. Yeah. Nights like this, I'm just gonna have Keisha. Young black, really catch it, alopecia. Thanks to the brown bag feature. Except breathing, I was CPA for the E and printed out Beamer. Back to the cars and all those
The
Jesus
Charlotte
laws. But
Hornets
I feel the
have been
CEOs over the
patient.
fast
They've
cars.
been
You gotta
doing
meet
it,
halfway.
and they
The
have
shit's fast all the
prevailed with a
B&E. Rockin'
3-1
niggas who looking
series
fast
lead.
cars.
Their
The
sights
lady
locked
is
on
nothing like my
one
Ray
goal,
Bans. Now,
one
that is they
epic
saw with my day ins.
culmination of an
Travis King,
entire NBA
niggas can
season.
never imagine,
The
hoes can
Larry
never
O'Brien
imagine. I don't know,
Trophy
most
could
of
be
them knows I'm
theirs with
passing.
just one more win against the Dallas
Shit, they
Mavericks.
let you patches.
Which
Tax on the
heroes
sin,
will
tax on the
rise
sin.
to
Honey for
NBA
the end.
playoffs?
For the sin, for my business
Now,
managers. My niggas who try to manage it.
Welcome to the NBA Finals.
You could do the same in the
One
life
question
trying
on
to balance
everyone's
it.
mind. Will this
Are
be the night an
you?
NBA champion is
You would
crowned?
probably
Game
do.
5. It's right
You
here
would
on 2K
probably do
Sports.
the same.
Alongside Hall of
Oh,
Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson.
cause I
Allie
love
LaForce on the
you.
sidelines.
I'll
And now
probably
Dallas'
do the
starting group.
same.
Derrick Rose is out there
Oh,
with Kobe
I
Bryant.
love
Then there's
you.
Nikola Jokic.
I
Then there's Kawhi
promise you
Leonard. And
know
it's
me.
Duncan in
Yeah,
at the 4
in my
spot.
bag, I
And for
go
the
yard at a
Hornets,
Ball Harbor.
they've got
Free
Devin
trial
Booker,
starter.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's Stephen
Shout out my
Curry.
nigga Tory, free that nigga to GOAT, you heard? Stop playing with my nigga. Johnny Man said. Cause all of us know shit ain't cheap unless you catch it. Stacks on the scene, stacks on the scene. Let me roll it again. 20 teams for all of my business managers. Wolf on the dog, niggas just try to manage it. I'm handsome, hoes asking that niggas this one. You would do the same in this life, trying to balance it. Oh, you would probably do it. You would probably do the same.
They're down 3-1 in this series. Things not looking good for them. But hey, anything can happen.
It'd be foolish to count.
Lucky I got neighbors. I got damn.
Yeah, I'm in my bag like Will Yard at a Bar Harbor pre-trial starter.
And the officials call
I'm the type of nigga hoes know chickies gon' sweat. Picture of dead. Yeah, I'm on Amari and Relara. The Albany in Bahamas. These chickies calling me alchemy. What they trying to get out of me? Drop of the top green. All of my thoughts clean. Elliott and Simmons, the box team. The type of money I'm getting is really just obscene. You would probably do. You would probably do the same.
That's about skill overcoming size. And how about
I'll probably do the same.
And Dallas with
I'll probably should know me.
Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Well, that's one of Derrick Rose's specialties, finishing at the rim. Go ahead and flex those muscles, D. Rose.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to
Bitch ass nigga. Gotta get up. Take bucket.
surprisingly candid with his plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out.
Alright, let's see what the fuck
that he extends
type of
a lot
shows we got
energy
pop.
and create favorable mismatches.
What you doing? Oh, sneaking and geeking. Cole, what's up, Cole? Let's get pop.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Cone, and the NBA trade market is about to heat up in a major way because today is December 15th, which is a super important date in the NBA calendar because it means that most of the players that were signed this offseason are now trade eligible.
Beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog.
And Wilson Julius, Randall Cox, Kurt Fred VanVleet, Duncan Robinson, and Kieran Alexander Walker, and the list goes on and 20 plus players are now eligible to be moved. Almost everybody in the NBA can be traded. So, if you've been waiting for
Shoots over Booker.
let's get back to the Giants with Anthony Davis trade,
The Hornets
that's
have
something
gone 3 and
Davis
4.
starting to
Off
do.
to a nice
Now
start.
that more players are
Antetokounmpo finds
available
Booker.
for trade, chicken buys all out there as actual offers that can be accepted at a moment's notice.
Over Leonard.
Yeah. Wow.
Less than 2
rebound
months
by
away.
Duncan.
February 5th. So, there's all the time for this all to happen over the next 2 months. As soon as
Don't just go get that shit by me.
there's
That's out of
some
bounds.
real players
Dallas
that
will
I want
keep
to
it.
talk about. Welcome back potential.
And this is who's leading the charge when it comes to rebounding here in the postseason.
And I want to start with
Number
the Giannis
5 is
stuff
Nikola
because
Jokic.
Boy, you ain't assistant. You ain't been assisting shit all series.
and obviously
It's obvious he knows every possession is important in the playoffs.
Played 5 games, you ain't did shit, bro.
White is on the ball. Then that Giannis
First quarter
will be
ball,
traded.
almost
By just
2.5
getting
minutes
the ball
in.
at some point during the
Bouncing
season,
it
I just
inside
want to see
early and often, setting a
season
physical
for seasons
tone.
before that
this is his
NBA
first trip to the line
they
tonight.
lost, so they've been happy. But right now, they a few games today by they're an 11 and 6 team. They are
Here's
4
Curry.
games back.
Okay. Start over here.
Squad.
The shot. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Now here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
I mean, it is amazing to watch Jokic at his size use the handle to create space for his shot.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
And here's Bryant outside. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Hornets trail by 4. It's Booker on the wing, covered by Bryant. Booker, pass to Holmgren. Offensive rebound. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and that one is stopped right through.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
Durant, he's checked in for Charlotte. Irving comes in for Booker.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Irving. Banked it in off the glass. It's all knotted up.
I'll tell you this, Kevin Durant is an underrated passer, and he has really shown a new level where that's concerned.
Here's Malone. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rose against Curry. Irving for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. A minute 37 left now in the first quarter. Rose, pass to Jordan. Pulls up, high post, and he buries his first look.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Curry looking it over. Sinks it from distance.
The threes keep coming in the illustrious career of one Mr. Stephen Curry.
Rose, pass to Jordan. Throws it up high, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
To the paint. Here's Rose. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rose has got 6.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Hornets trail by 3. Outside Durant for 3. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Screen by Holmgren. To the inside. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now. Here's Rose. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry. 1 second left. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Dallas on top, up by 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Hornets. They trail by 1. Kevin Durant is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Cunningham, and it's Nowitzki in at the 5. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. Now here's Jordan. Over Irving. Jordan with the bucket.
That mid-range J right in his wheelhouse. Nicely done.
The Hornets shooting at about 44% so far. Inside, Nowitzki. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
Always the size advantage. The great timing as well from Dirk Nowitzki.
Pass to Jokic. Fires for 3. Hornets with the rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Oh, too much Giannis down low.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Mitchell, the pass to Jokic. Clock at 4. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Charlotte. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Mavericks. The free throw drops for Jokic.
And the skill set that Jokic possesses, arguably the most skilled center to ever play the game.
And Irving, the bucket on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
They're in trouble if they let him post like that.
You've got to deny the position to afford them no opportunity at making that entry pass into the post.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Antetokounmpo for 3. The rebound by Malone. The Mavericks have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Jokic. Shoots over Durant. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Now it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Left side Booker from downtown hits a three-pointer.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give him that much space.
Here's Jokic, and the dunk by Jokic.
Powerful stuff from the Joker. The defense doesn't want any of that, and I don't blame them.
And here's Booker. Pass to Durant. Fires the 3. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. And it's all knotted up.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Mitchell. What a jam by Donovan Mitchell with authority.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So for Dallas, Bryant comes in for Nikola Jokic. And Rose is subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Curry passes to Booker. Back to Curry. To shoot for 3. Booker. Rose grabs the board.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Malone, guarded by Durant. Nice ball movement by Dallas. Here's Leonard. Leonard doesn't hold back.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And there's 1:45 left to play in the first half. Now Curry. Here's Booker. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
They set him up. Booker's going to knock it down. Great execution there.
For Dallas, they've gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Leonard for 3. Yes, sir. And it's Bryant picking up the assist. Bryant's got 3 assists now in this one. Curry with it. Outside Irving. To the middle. And stolen by Leonard. On the wing, Bryant. Count it. And now a 7-point Dallas lead.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Outside Booker. Back to Curry. Plenty of space. Again, Charlotte.
It's so quick, and Curry's so elusive. This is what makes him such a tough cover, folks.
Pass to Leonard. Here's Malone. got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Dallas shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Two shots.
He misses the free throw. Some changes for Charlotte. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Antetokounmpo is subbed in for Irving. And Dallas with a change here, too. Jokic is checked in.
They went to overtime and scored 0 points. I know they've dealt with injury, but so have so many other teams. They just don't feel super convincing so far this year. And I think that could be cause for shakeup in a big way. If you were asking for an X factor this deadline, I would say it's Cleveland. Could they make some massive shakeup? It wouldn't shock me. Although, of course, they are an apron team, so it's difficult, but there are ways for them to get under the apron and open up some flexibility to make some of those major moves that we could potentially see them making. But yeah.
Yeah, it was cold, niggas. Oh.
Update: Chiefs and Chargers. Patrick Mahomes and company looking to keep their playoff hopes alive.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half.
With the first half, Chargers 3-3 on the 2-16 Justin Herbert. Landry Smith, that will go to the house. The Chargers down by 3 after half. Late in the fourth quarter, Chiefs now down by 3 after a failed Chargers field goal.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Intercepted by Dale Henry. A bad turnover in the red zone by the Chiefs, and the Chargers will still up by 3. We go from bad to worse. For Kansas City, 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Chiefs slow down the home. Goes to the right, throws the ball out of bounds. But after the play, Mahomes is seen holding his left knee. Look at Mahomes' left knee. How to extend as he goes to the ground. The Chiefs in post. That an MRI showed a torn ACL in his left knee. And
one
he will
attribute we'll always
the
talk
field
about
and
with Rose
into
is the
the
heart
locker
that he
room.
plays with.
Gardner Minshew coming into the Chiefs 22nd half.
Leading by 6.
Jesus, the Lord.
Time for a quick break. Then back to the action.
That's not good. I hate shit like that.
Dawson Knox, working his tight ends a lot lately. And then
all that shit he did for y'all, man.
Extend him. Now, he can fumble as he's extending the ball. This
Some great postseason.
Well, they're executing well, and that's been the difference.
Yeah, they know where their bread is buttered, and they go back to it over and over again.
Allen. Out of time.
Looking at the series, that's it for us.
Well, they got the flag for one. They say Shakir caught the ball. Hard to that. But it's pass interference anyway. The Bills in business. And Allen again to Dawson Knox. Second touchdown of the day for Knox. 4 straight touchdown drives for Buffalo. Pass turn. Travion Henderson bottled up on the right side. He comes all the way back to the left side. Look who's leading the blocking. Drake May. 50 yards downfield. Does enough. Henderson ran for a $148 on the day, and the Patriots retake the lead. 31-28. Bills get it back. It's Cook again. He ran for 107. He's in to give Buffalo the 35-31 lead. 2 minutes left. 4th and 5. Nay with time. Scrambles, and then Joey Bosa gets a hand on it, and that is that. The Bills beat the Patriots. They're still alive in the division. Now just a game back of New England. Check this out. One team's collapse and another team's comeback. The Patriots were up 21-0 in this game, making this third largest comeback in Bills franchise history, and it's the Patriots' largest blown lead at home since 1978.
Down 21-7 in the halftime locker room, facing the prospect of getting swept by second-year quarterback Drake May. The reigning MVP, quarterback Josh Allen, got up and spoke to his team.
Really wish Josh and the leaders on our football team did a great job just taking it one play at a time.
What did they say to the group?
They know we're better than that than when we played in the first half.
You know, coming out of that second half may have been Ray Davis' return. You know, putting us in good field position, giving us confidence of, hey, like let's just go play football now, and we don't have to worry about the score. We're going to take it one play at a time.
After the game, I talked with quarterback Josh Allen, and he said, quote, "It was definitely an emotional win for us, and it came at the end of a very emotional trip to New England for the Buffalo Bills. They were staying in Providence on Saturday night and heard about the shooting at Brown University when some of them were out to dinner. The team added extra security, and then Sean McDermott said the team prayed for the victims, Brown University, and the city of Providence. He said, quote, "There are some things that are just bigger than football." In Foxborough, San Antonio, ESPN.
Thank you, Sal Powell. On to the Chiefs. They did have an elimination scenario. There was a chance that they could be precluded from joining the postseason, which would be the end of an era in the NFL. 3 of the 4 things happened. They needed to win to stay alive. Did they? Question mark. Let's find out. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs trying to keep their playoff hopes alive as they take on the Chargers. Final 11 seconds. Justin Herbert will find DeAndre Lambert-Smith in the house for the touchdown. The Chargers are down 3 at the half. Early in the 4th quarter, Chiefs now down by 3 after a pair of Chargers field goals. Mahomes going by Darron Henley. A bad turnover in the red zone by the Chiefs, and the Chargers are still up. Things go from bad to worse for the Chiefs here. 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Watch Patrick Mahomes. He's going to grab the ball. He's going to roll to his right. He releases the ball, but upon seeing it again, he was holding his left knee.
Right, all right. Y'all like to do this shit
and his
all the time. I don't
extended out
understand why.
Clearly, news that you possibly couldn't know, but everything worked out. That the Chiefs have been.
Oh, you gonna tell me he possibly couldn't know? Yes, he could have. Wine ass nigga.
Let's do a $35. Get $50 in line.
All Night America podcast presented by Lowe's. Maria Taylor here with you, Matthew Berry, Mike Florio, Devin McCourty, and Jason Garrett. We just wrapped up all of our shows and so much to talk about in Week 15, but we have to start with what we saw in Kansas City. And Florio, I'll start with you with Patrick Mahomes going down with a torn ACL. It was the end of their playoff contention. We saw 10 straight seasons where they made it to the postseason, so it just seems like this could be the closing of a chapter. I wonder how you read the way this season ended for the Chiefs.
Maria, it's amazing. The worst the Chiefs had ever done before this year with Patrick Mahomes as a starter was losing in overtime of the AFC Championship. That was their floor until this year. To the Bengals, and the Patriots.
Okay. Yeah.
Were you there that day? Were you playing that day?
Awesome night.
And they still won?
Unbelievable night. Right. Got beer thrown on us.
Right.
But we felt it coming all year because all the way back to week 1 in Brazil, that's the kind of game the Chiefs found a way to win. And, oh, wait, there's Justin Herbert doing that slide to ice the game. It's like that's usually what Mahomes would do to ice the game. And we kept waiting and waiting. And I said last week, I'm not going to give up on them until they're mathematically eliminated. But now they are. It's the worst possible day for a Chiefs fan. Mathematically eliminated, and now we have to wonder how long it's going to take for Patrick Mahomes to get back to 100%. We know he's determined, he's driven, but he's not a pocket passer. He uses his mobility and agility. They're going to have to be sure that knee is fine. It's going to be a little slow process. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort. And they need a lot of work on the roster. I don't know that this is a one-year fix. I think it may take some time to get them back to where they're used to being.
Yeah, I think what you just said, and we said it all day watching the game, the whole offense was Mahomes drop back, scramble, move around. So when you believe on
offense. They got off the started, It's coming back from being down 21-0, and never a doubt in Jason's mind. He told us before the day even started that he was rolling with the Bills. How are they able to turn around?
And the energy is palpable in this arena. Welcome back to the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. You look at Nikola Jokic, what a contribution. You just love his patience offensively in the first half.
Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute. And this guy has done just
They got
that.
off the field, they intercepted a pass, they won on fourth down, all of those things. So to me, for them to come back from down 21-0 in a critical game against the team that
Hornets trail by 6. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. They've got Derrick Rose. He's out there with Kobe Bryant. Nikola Jokic is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Duncan in at the power forward position.
In football, they talk about passing to the spot and letting your teammate go get it.
we see the score. And that's an important game.
Nice feed that time from Rose. 10 points for him.
No one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
It's a team created acquisition. He was the leader of that
Holmgren right
defense.
side. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, he is too.
After Rose. Here's Jokic. They're defending. Dropping it at the rim. It's Jokic.
And they really managed to dominate inside.
Relates to being down.
Charlotte has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Here's Curry. Kicks it out to Holmgren. And here is Antetokounmpo. The 3 ball. And it's Holmgren missing.
She's like coming up short for some reason.
Hey, at 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken free shots. He's made free shots.
Outside Booker. Off the run. Excellent D there from Bryant.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half.
He buries it from 3. Bryant's got 13.
Next week, and they get to forget about this.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Some of the most impressive shooters in the game. Here are the guys who have been hitting with consistency from outside the arc. 5th, Stephen Curry.
Some guys thrive on the postseason pressure. He's been an unbelievable floor spacer for them.
Booker with it, covered by Bryant. On the wing, Curry lets it go from deep. The rebound by Duncan.
This is a really time.
Duncan's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots. And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
And it's a passive point. So I think next week against Baltimore is
It's
very, very
obvious
tough.
they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games where they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And he makes it. Antetokounmpo has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Here he goes. Count it. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. They just let him get right to the rim.
To me, the simple state has been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it
Get paid on the
done.
spot.
Back to Leonard.
Used to take pennies in break time in person.
Over Booker.
Hit top
And
of
the
day on
shot
the
falls
phone.
short that time.
Do business in
Charlotte has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at the rim.
The Mavericks lead by 12.
They played the rebound the next week.
Right wing.
They played Detroit.
Jokic passes to Rose.
Has that interception. So, okay, here we go.
That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Holmgren.
And this team really believes in what they have. And they've talked about it after year.
Outside Booker.
Their staff was questionable with the back to start to see but how he.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, covered by Bryant. Kicks it out to Holmgren.
Come on, man.
4 on the clock. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Holmgren.
Let's go.
That's 2 troubles for him. One in the first, one in the second.
So Jason Kidd decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Head coach Sean McVay. They just have such a clear idea of how they want to play, and they draft and sign players to that. So you look at when Aaron Donald left this team, I'm like, come on.
Who fucking blocked that guy? My God, how they replace him? And sure enough, the draft pick young guy to play defensive line. They hit up 3 of them. And this week, this offseason, it's real Cooper Cup out. It's a big decision. It's good to have it out again. You know, I mean, they just seem to understand the kind of players they need and how they want to play. And there are very few weaknesses on this team. And the quarterback's playing as well as anybody. I love it. I'm not ready to say the Rams are the best team in the NFL. What I will say, though, is the winner of Thursday night's game between the Rams and the Seahawks in my mind will be the best team because I think one of those two teams will be the number one seed in the NFC unless somehow the 49ers can pull it out of that. They still could. But I think it comes down to the Seahawks and Rams. When the Seahawks had a trap game today, playing a quarterback, they somehow managed to get the win. How are you not peeking ahead a little bit when you're playing a foe like the Colts? How are you not peeking ahead a little bit Thursday night? I think so much can come down to what happens Thursday night.
That helps your team in so many
I think
ways
the
when you
Rams are the
put
best
it
team
in
in
the
the NFL,
basket.
and I agree with you on Thursday night.
So it's Rose who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as many as 14. Jordan with the bucket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Nice shot by Durant.
You love the efficiency of that play. Kevin Durant on the interior. Yes, sir.
So I'm going to Adams with the hamstring and see if he can make it back.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. Right, no good.
Everybody getting injured. This is nasty.
So we're the three guys who are elite, but have struggled with the shot that Stafford's really starting to go to the low back and just getting over here. He just had his issues as well. And so I don't think they didn't say
A nice shot by Duncan.
Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, little player movement. That's how you play this game.
How you stop this
Curry
offense?
finds
Back to back games now with 500
Now 8
yards
seconds
and
separating the
40
two
points.
clocks. Nails it from beyond the arc. Nowitzki's got 5 points.
And you guys see that because they have to Devontae Adams. But I was
confidence in catch and shoot situations lights out.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is part of what the team has become, right?
As long as you lose that game, and it drops you down to 34% chance to make the playoffs. Right? Exactly my spirit getting what we take at 86, basically, like we that CaPgm, that be the first step. They do that would get them to 11-6. And 11-6, if you look at the current NFC playoff standings right here, there's a number of potential teams that might be able to jump. But I think the most direct path that exists right now for the Lions and Dogs, the Bears, at least for the moment, are sitting on top of the NFC North. And I say that because one of those wins for the Lions, if they win out, would be against Chicago. And who else does Chicago play? Well, they get the Green Bay and they get San Francisco. Chicago has the toughest remaining schedule of any team in the league. So the Lions, I say,
showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Chicago loses one of those 2 games. Really well at San Francisco. Detroit's going to have the tiebreaker over Chicago. They will jump them in that case. So there are good possibilities here. As you mentioned, Michael Parsons being out, the Packers out, the Lakers with the collapses for them. There could be a chance for the Lions to catch the Packers as well. Some other possibilities, but the most direct.
Showing he has vision and timing.
It's high expectations and good team are not going to make the playoffs. It's time for me to make. Because everybody knows this is a speed round. If you have to tell me who is the hero,
Late help
for
on
the
the
Broncos
defensive
winning their
side.
11th straight
Just
game.
another breakdown for them.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Coach Sean Payton, he's keenly aware, as is any coach who has won a Super Bowl with one team, that no one has ever won a Super Bowl with the second team. And he brings that offensive genius and the advanced skills that they put together, the championship caliber defense. And look, it's year 3, and they put it together. They've got a great ownership group with unlimited funds, and everything's rolling. But Payton's the guy that is at the center of that is making it up.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send them to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
This is good man. He's going to keep doing nothing throughout the pass, but the way this defense is played, the defensive line.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in between game right, there's plenty
hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
Nothing against the Bills. Let's hope that the Bills are the Doc Allen, but Josh wasn't ready to go away. Yeah, this is the fourth and straight here. The aggression, you get man coverage. Shakir is going to deep crossing around. Josh taking the chance. Really good job by Shakir fighting back to the football.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. And despite the lead, they are still coaching his team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Mitchell against Booker. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul of the game. Charlotte making a change here. Holmgren's checked in.
This is the second one of the Patriots. The 11
Here's Jordan. 3 from the inbound. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
On the wing, Durant. Here's Booker. Pocket 6. 3 from Holmgren. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Duncan's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 points for him. Booker against Rose. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Another one for Derrick Rose. This is a flashback to when he used to do this on a nightly basis.
Can't get it to go. Dallas leading by 12. Rose outside. Misses the 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot typically makes.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, guarded by Rose. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Leonard right side. And misses. Hornets trail by 10. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Quick 2. Oh,
boy, they'll take that possession. Nice finish and close.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
But it's interesting that everybody feels just the top two. They're not doing on the way. Yeah. That's the difference. They don't do it. I'm not going to on the world reach here. And they did it on the world reach here.
Charlotte makes changes. Antetokounmpo comes in for Durant, and it's Curry in for Irving. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Dallas. Bryant comes in for Jordan. Now here's Rose. The 19-footer, and the basket is good.
They're trying to put the game away. He's been nailed all evening.
And he hasn't forced too much tonight, but I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking reporter.
Up top, Booker.
Trying to be a fucking analyst.
Devin Booker gets it to go inside.
Someone who utilizes that mid-range part of the floor to extreme effect.
I just think his voice.
Devin Booker.
It's way through.
Holmgren's there for the rebound.
Fucking all that extra shit for you.
Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Rose into the lane. And that basket is good.
I say he gets on a roll, you better watch out. Rose is having a tremendous night. He's been relentless attacking.
The 3 weeks to go. How is this game in the comeback package?
Oh, the
Number
shot is
1,
pure.
well, it's the worst team that he's had.
The defense was sensational when it comes to adjustments. 30th position made what we call the Razorbacks. In the second half, they're trying to field drives. On second and third down, that's
Curry
eight
will bring it
different
up for
plays.
Charlotte.
Never once had the
It's a
same
5-point
defense. It
game.
was a depth of defense when it comes to cover 6, cover 2, cover 4, man pressure, fire zone, everything.
Here's Curry.
You saw
Fires the
strong
three.
in the
Knocks
Jackets.
down the
Offensive
trifecta.
run, Buffalo got to their run when they got their field run with the double team that they did at Pittsburgh. They got their winning lead. And then they used scheme to beat man coverage rather than defense.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
Side, but they schemed up plays to beat man coverage down the direction. They just backwards got James taking the lead. Motion comes over. Pay attention to the back end of the body. The communication. Right from kick, they try to do it without passing it off. Nothing works on them. It goes back to foundation each other. Doing a good job of using the motion, timing it, and then coach how rapid it is. That's number one. Down in the red zone, once again, they've got 3 tight ends. The ball forces those defenders to step down, tight end step down. They just run. Now, once again, you get another pick.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
It's always interesting to see what coach has saved for a situation like this. What you This is the play of the game. Josh continues to see it. Josh continues to strike, and it's a huge touchdown against that defense. This was an unbelievable comeback, and it wasn't just Josh. I want to make this clear. It wasn't. This was great. Great. That defense in your reference is great.
Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
They've got to be aggressive guys because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Here's Leonard.
But the point is like good one. No goal. This is
And they foul intentionally. If they're going to do that again, they're not in the penalties just yet.
And a smart choice right there. You can't allow them to rain ball.
So they choose to intentionally foul.
To me, I see it the way everybody else sees it. Because they do the snarl of their lose.
And that makes it a 3-point
At
lead.
least they both one game. And now you have to go on and lose.
Second one is good, getting both at the line.
Quite honestly,
And it's a
can't stop
4-point
an
ball
open
game.
when you are familiar with the football. So, to me, I can see it that way. Good. They're always going to take to win the Super Bowl because of this guy's good. I've always said it. Everybody gets pissed at me. He's never lost again. Now, in the league, they certainly haven't lost a playoff game. You guys can see
Culminating in a
every playoff game he's ever played.
This will go down as one of the great sports moments in the history of this city. And listen to this crowd. Players talk about having to tune out the noise and focus on the task at hand. This is the noise they've been waiting to hear all year long. Absolutely incredible. Look at the guys celebrating, understanding the work, the sacrifice, the discipline that goes into winning a championship in this building. Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K
That's going to scare him. You think Houston's going to be afraid of no shot in 7 times they play. And you got to find a way to go back to Houston and play them again. So to me, I don't know. Every game has to go on the road. I know you get a tough deal. Here's one thing. I'm just thinking back over Super Bowl history and previously. And sometimes there's a key. Like the New York Giants in 2007, they gets on a roll on the road. And the one guy that can help you get on a roll. I don't know if they can do it. I can tell you right now, in the last 15 years, there have been 2 wild card players to make the Super Bowl. In the last 15 years. Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback of one, Tom Brady was the quarterback of the other. So we do, yes, he's a lot more. So could he get there? Yes. So the road is both the easiest and the most challenging that he will ever have to face. That's sort of.
So for all my girls who don't love a lot of color, just like their natural nude colors, Zale is very intentional with the design of their glasses. They just put in that extra effort to make glasses look original.
They're not white, they're more of a cream beige type of color. If you like that round cat eye effect, you found your besties. I love the way these look on my complexion. And I feel like these are also some frames that can go with multiple types of outfits. If you want to tone it down, these are going to work perfectly for you.
Good morning. We're presented by Freestyle Libre, and if it sounds like there's a little less enthusiasm than usual in the studio this morning, Rex, why is that?
Man, I mean, look, Gritty, normally Monday, we can't wait, man. We're so fired up talking about the game and all the great things we saw and all that. Unfortunately, man, I mean, two of our best players. I mean, that's, awful injuries, lost for the season, and feels damn depressing.
And yet it is the only place we begin. One on offense, one on defense. We start on offense, and that's Kansas City, where Patrick Mahomes' season is over after he tore his ACL.
It's like they relish in this shit, bro. Like, y'all niggas weird. 10 points. You should not want to.
Ended Kansas City's playoff hopes officially. Mahomes had an MRI after the game to confirm the injury.
This is second season.
Surgical options about an hour or so after the game.
What you said, bro?
Mahomes posted on social media, don't know why this had to happen. Not going to lie, it hurts, but all we can do now is trust in God and attack every single day over and over.
Bro, this is the second season. I mean, this is my third season, bro. I just won 2 championships in a row, man. Fonnie Willis. Nobody with the qualifying. Nobody with the qualifying. Free agents, who we got? VD.
That ever lived.
They ain't got nobody though.
What do we know about the injury?
Ain't got no bread.
Chiefs were eliminated. When it couldn't be any darker, it gets darker because they lose their quarterback, their franchise, the face of the National Football League, to a torn ACL. And the question really is how much damage there is to other ligaments, and if and when it affects his availability.
I just want Wemby. I don't think I give a fuck about anybody else. Did we lose anybody? Is this my KD? I think this might be my KD.
He's built differently than most. You hope he can do it.
Yeah, that's my KD. I think I got the 23-year-old KD.
Okay, so we always turn to G Wood for some
got the 23-year-old KD.
Top story of the day. What do we say about the Kansas City Chiefs today?
It's time for the Chiefs to retool. It's time for the organization. I'm not talking about
just
add a piece here and a piece here. I think it's time for the Chiefs to, as a
I do want to switch my team.
Like take stock of what they got going on and retool this roster. We saying that going back to last year. Even when they went to the Super Bowl, we felt like it was a flawed team. And then when you look at this year, whether it's obviously Travis Kelce, who's been an all-time great at his position, showing slippage. Chris Jones. Guy who's been fantastic, potential Hall of Famer as well, showing slippage. And you can go down this laundry list, the offensive line. There's a laundry list of items that when you look at this Kansas City Chiefs team, where you could just say, this is not good enough. This is not good enough for a team that's led by Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, and with this injury that Patrick Mahomes is dealing with, like you said, it could affect him as far as his availability for 2026. I think now is the time for the organization to start retooling this thing.
Now, Rex, you've been saying for weeks and weeks how much they don't get me wrong here. We're not suggesting this is why he got hurt. He got hurt because in football, your chances of getting hurt are 100%.
Right.
For all these players, it happens eventually. But they have just needed him depended on him for so much that maybe a little step back.
Book got up out of there.
Just
with a championship.
Run that Patrick Mahomes makes is going.
Yeah, 100%. I think it starts with Andy Reid. I think Andy's got to sit back and say, hey, look, man, we can't just put it all on this young man. Like, we've got to give him some help. I think there has to be more focus on two things: protection of the quarterback and running the football. And they've been absolutely abysmal at running the football. They won't run the football. So I think schematically they need to reset it also. Yep. And don't just rely on what got us here. What got you there was Patrick Mahomes. Mm-hmm. This is a once in a lifetime player. That's what got you there. But we've got to help them, I think, along the way.
And the thing about this also, it's the end of something. Because this was a team that had been to the playoffs for 10 straight years. They had won 9 straight divisions. They had been to the Super Bowl. They had won Super Bowls.
Your next breakdown could be anytime, anywhere. The last thing I remember is just the engine cut out.
Endurance, as you covered. It was like almost a $6,000 job. Endurance covered it.
Right now, you can get $300 off any plan, plus a year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value, free. All back for 30-day money back.
I don't have Wemby.
Now, call 1-855-777-9651 for a free quote. That's 1-855-777-9651.
Wemby not on my team.
Now, Travis Kelce's contract is up. There's a real possibility that Patrick Mahomes may never throw another pass to Travis Kelce ever again. That, when you think about it, one of the great combinations in football history. Yesterday may have been the last time. I'll tell you when he will.
Damn, dude. You only at 96.
Then they will do it.
Bro, we're not offering you that much money, bro. You're fucking 96, bro.
The beginning. So, Dan, we all know this. When you got a quarterback like him, he's still so young. There's going to be a whole second chapter to this. The irony, the symmetry to Brady. Let me put it up here for you, Cindy, if I can. A17. Mahomes, that's the man he's chasing, right? Tom Brady is the man he's chasing to be the GOAT. They both now tore their ACLs in their 9th seasons, resulting in missed playoff runs for their teams. Now, they're not exactly the same. I know, I can hear you yelling. Brady hurt himself week 1. Mahomes' team was already out. But either way, look at the numbers. They both had 3 rings at that point. Mahomes actually has bigger offensive stats than Tom Brady did. There will be a whole second iteration, Dan, we assume, to Patrick Mahomes' great career. It's going to be a moment here where, to D. Wood's point, they reset, retool, whatever it is that they do. They depend on him too much the way they're currently doing.
Winning football team, let alone organization, over the next 5+ years. I agree with Rex. Schematically, I'm thinking the Brady correlation. I think after that injury, is that when they added Gronk and Randy Moss?
In short order, yeah. So he got hurt. They had Moss already when he got hurt, but that was when they went to the 2 tight ends.
Correct.
Things have changed. Things have evolved.
So that'll be interesting to see how Kansas City looks at the situation, how they can evolve and not just be so Patrick go make some plays dependent. It's been trending this way for about 2 years as a football team. It sucks that this dynasty is over, but hopefully they'll build a new one.
Just think about what they used to be a few years ago. Offense, ring around the rosy, all these fun trick plays and all that kind of stuff. That feels like a lifetime ago.
They're hanging on for dear life over the last 2 seasons.
So for the moment, that run, one of the great 10-year runs we have ever seen, comes to an end, but they will be back. Meanwhile, in Denver, we have the defensive superstar, Micah Parsons, and you knew it the second you saw it if you were watching the game. He also tore the ACL in his left knee. This came during the 3rd quarter of
Jesus Christ,
for the Broncos. Parsons transformed this Packer defense overnight. It will be very hard to replace his impact. You look at the sack numbers, and they are one part of the story, but they are by no means the whole story. Micah Parsons had 66 pass rush wins this year, one less than the next 5 players on his team combined. No player was more responsible for a higher percentage of his team's total pressures than Parsons was for the Packers. And so, D. Wood, another great announcement from you. What was Green Bay and what are they now?
They're still a good football team. I don't think they're a Super Bowl team. Because when I look at Michael Parsons, he is such a force multiplier. Because of the energy and the attention that he draws, it allows other players, particularly on their defense, to be that much more successful. And so when you talk about this NFC, you talk about the Rams and other teams that's in that conference, the difference is in the margin. And when you take away a superstar player like Michael Parsons, it can mean all the difference.
What do we know, Sheffield?
Well, we know that he did tear his ACL. Obviously, there'll be an MRI today to confirm it. I hate to say this, but you watch this sport long enough and you watch a player reach for his knee in a certain way, and you could almost see from the moment he does it. Like, I saw that non-contact. Like, he just throws his ACL. I mean, it's not hard to figure out, and it's terrible to watch. It seems like it's happening with more and more frequency. They lose one of the 2 or 3 best defensive players in all of football. The guy that they traded for to put them over the top to make the difference. They don't have the difference.
And he was.
And he was.
Yeah.
And
you know, like,
it worked. He can't put them over the top. And again, it's not just that is the most devastating by far. But they already lost Tucker Kraft, right? Tight end with torn ACL. Christian Watson hurt his chest yesterday. They don't get it serious. This is who they lost. But look at the nightmare season. Just yesterday, Parsons, Watson, Zach Tom, and everyone. That was yesterday, not to mention the three previous guys that are already on IR. So they play the Bears on Saturday night in Chicago. That game could very well decide the division. It certainly will determine the division lead at the moment. What the Packers do have going for them is a quarterback who is red hot right now. Dan, can Jordan Love still carry this Packer team through a loaded NFC playoffs? There's no question that he can. I thought yesterday, too many misses in critical, huge moments. And when you're playing against good defenses, great defenses, you can't have that. This is 3rd and 6 in the red zone. Against the great defense on the road, top of the screen, balls to come out now to Romeo Dobbs. Dobbs wins. He wins. You cannot miss that throw if you're Jordan Love. You're too good of a player. And then there's 2 interceptions in this game. One is, no question, a great play. This is bottom of the screen. Christian Watson, who got banged up yesterday. This is an outstanding interception by Patrick Surtain Jr. I'd also tell you this ball's a yard short. If I'm being candid about Jordan Love, I've seen him place the ball perfectly. He's got green grass down the field. The safety stays low. Throw this ball out there and let the big guy go get it. But he's reaching back for it, and Surtain is able to undercut and chase it down. And the one that kind of ends the game, you can have a little crossing route. Jordan gets away with this at times. He's falling back, kind of drifting away, start on the throw. There's green space there. See where it is on the receiver. It's behind him. And then that ball gets popped up in the air and picked. And so I'm not telling everybody this is the consistent thing, but if they're going to make up for some of these injuries, he can't have those misses. So, Rex, yesterday we finished Sunday NFL Countdown picking our games. All the games of the day, and I picked the Packers in this game, and I said, I believe the Packers are the team to beat now. I believe they will be the team in the NFC in the Super Bowl, and I think we all agree the injury to Micah Parsons changes that.
I said it was the worst trade in history of the NFL because I knew what they were getting. Now he's gone. You got a right tackle, you got all these things, and it just reminds me last year of Detroit so much. And what happened to Detroit? They had the best record in football, get kicked out in the first meeting.
And this defense is built on pressure. There's defenses that aren't necessarily. This is a defense that if you take the pressure element away, it's an okay defense. It's a fine defense, but there's nothing really that scares you about it. They play a certain coverage style that wants to allow you to do that. Hold on to the football, allow Parsons or somebody else because of Micah to go in. Not having Micah there, it's a Super Bowl impact loss. Look, they had a window. They traded for a guy to put them over the top. He can't get it done. And now it's interesting to me that we had the Packers go out and trade for Micah Parsons. We had the Colts go out and trade for Sauce Gardner, and both teams have been racked with devastating injuries to those players, not to mention to the surrounding cast.
This roof features Atlas Stormmaster shingles, a premium top-quality roofing system engineered for impact resistance, flexibility, and long-term durability. From the first meeting to the final nail, every homeowner experiences our complete white glove process. Clear communication, precision installation, and a lifetime workmanship warranty. Old Timers Roofing, family owned, built stronger, built smarter. Experience the difference.
My computer career was founded in 2007, but the concept for it started much earlier than that. I had been a trainer in the computer industry for many years. But one of the frustrations of being a trainer in the computer industry was the owners of those schools for whom I taught didn't really care about the students. And my heart wanted me to help these people succeed. I finally decided the only way I was ever going to be able to focus fully on the success of my students was if I started my own school. And the reason we had success was because of our focus. We wanted to be excellent at everything that we did. That's one of our values as a company. We don't do it if we can't be excellent at it.
You missed the end of the Cowboys season.